It is not necessary, but like or dislike the movie. The name of the movie is Last Sentinel. We are told at the start of the film that humans have made a lot of mistakes in their lives. Due to this, they had to face a lot of problems. And because of this, the sea storms came. More than half of the world sank. Only a little Earth was left, and a post was made to protect it, which was made to protect the Earth. The same post is shown in the middle of the sea. It was also given the name of Sentinel. This year was 2063. The map of the Earth had completely changed. 4 soldiers used to guard here, but they had the duty for only 2 years. Now 2 years had passed, but no one had come here to take them. We see that these people were catching fish on a stormy night. Then their captain sees that a stormy wave is about to hit their sentinel. That's why he tells his team to go inside. Now, those who were catching the fish had also fallen into the water again. One of the companions, whose name was Baines, he goes to fix a pipe, due to which water was coming into the post. Before the water increased further, he had fixed the pipe. Actually, this post was made so that it has no harm from the high wave. It adapted to the movement of the water's waves. Now it was morning. Here was their other companion. Sylvian was much sad that they could not catch fish because of that storm, because they only got a chance to catch fish once a month. Baines, who was very angry with Sylvian, says, "Your duty is to feed us delicious foods. Why didn't you catch fish last night? My job is to repair everything of this sentinel, which I do, and I am doing my duty well." Here the captain tells everyone to be quiet. Actually, these people wanted to go home now. They were tired of staying here. The team that was going to come and to take them from their Earth had not come yet. Sylvian, who used to make a record every day, he had been doing this since he came here. He used to make this whole record and send it to his base. The captain, who was roaming on the roof of Sentinel, there he sees a sign that Sylvian had made, so that if anyone comes here, he can reach them with their help. But the captain does not like this. He tells him to remove that cloth. Then Sylvian sees a ship coming toward him in a binocular. He was very happy to see it. He thinks that maybe this is the same ship that our team has sent us to take here, but the captain did not feel so. He says that this can also be the trick of our enemy. That's why he tells Baines to activate the bomb. And along with that, one of their colleagues, whose name was Cassidy, was told to check everything on the radar. Actually, they wanted to find out from the radar that where did this ship come from. Now, Baines was ready to fire guns there, but the captain stops him, and he tells Sylvian that you will have to take a small boat and go to that big ship, and see if it is for our help or of an enemy. Sylvian, who was scared, did not want to go, but still, he agreed to the captain and was ready to go. So now he takes the boat and goes to that ship. The captain was trying to contact him again and again, but he shuts down his system, because he was suspicious that if somebody there on the ship, he would listen and catch him. There the captain felt that the enemy had killed Sylvian. So as soon as he goes to the control room, he tells Cassidy to activate the bomb. 2 keys were needed to activate the bomb. She was afraid to do everything, but this was their final order. On the other hand, Sylvian, who was investigating that ship, did not find anyone there, neither alive nor dead. He was disappointed to see all this. That still, no one from their team came to take them here. They can never go to their house. He sits there thinking this, but because of this, he forgot that he also had to tell the captain about this, that there is no one on the ship. He immediately turns his radio on. He tells the captain that there is no one here. That's why he quickly stops the bomb. And now the captain had kept its both keys with him. He tells Cassidy that you can't take a decision quickly, so you don't need these keys. Now Sylvian had brought the ship to his post. Baines also investigates the ship, from which it is found that the ship has been shut down for several months. This ship was sent for these people, but they had to find out what had happened to the people who had brought this ship here. Baines says that I can fix this ship, but the captain refuses him, and says that no, we can't do anything with it, and neither can we tell the base until we investigate it ourselves. All of them were fed up with the captain's strict rules, because now they wanted to go home at any cost. When Sylvian sees both the keys to the captain, he was even angrier, because now the captain had all the power of this post. There the captain finds out all the locations of the ship. Where did it come from? Sylvian also informs the base about the ship without telling, and he also tells Cassidy that I have told the base everything. Their Baines also came, who had heard their conversation. He also finds out. Now Baines tells the captain about all this. Then they got the same information that Baines sent to the base last night. That means they had no contact with their base. The message they used to get again and again was the message that they had sent. Knowing all this, they were even more disappointed. They now had no hope that these people will be able to go back to their home or not. On the same night, Baines secretly goes inside the ship and checks the engine to see if it can be fixed or not. When he comes back after checking, Selvien sees him and asks him. Baines, who doesn't want to tell him, says yes, I went to see the engine of the ship to see if I could fix it or not. Then we can go back home. Or else the captain will never let us go back. Now Selvien goes and tells this to Cassidy. She also likes this thing. He says that by doing this we may be able to get out of here. I can't take it anymore. They also knew that the captain would never allow them to do this. That's why the two of them went to fix the ship without telling. When they return, the captain had seen them. When the captain sees this, he says that no, we will not fix it, but we will open each of its doors and bring it to our post. Hearing this, Selvien gets very angry and says, this is enough, we have done more of our duty than our obligation. Now we can't take it anymore. We have to go back to our home. The captain says no, you can't go from here. This is my order. He brings his guns and tells them to stay here. Cassidy, who was happy to be with the captain, goes to talk to Captain to talk about both of them, that he let them go from here. She says that you have lost many soldiers before for your ego, so don't make this mistake again and let them go. Hearing this, the captain decides that 2 of us will stay in the post and 2 can go. Baines was happy to hear this, but Selvien was not happy, because he also wanted to take Cassidy with him. He tells Cassidy to tell the captain that I also want to go, but she says no, you go. I am very happy here. When Baines and Selvien had made all their preparations, the captain also gives them a letter that they will have to go and give it to the base. Now in the morning, there were danger bells everywhere. The captain calls them to the roof and tells them to activate the bomb quickly. They say that an enemy ship is heading towards us, but their Selvien had realized that this ship has come to take them from the base. Now, he was not ready to listen to the captain that he should activate the bomb. The captain shows him a gun and destroys the ship. Selvien and Baines' hopes were broken. Then Cassidy comes from behind, who hit the captain on the head and made him unconscious. These 3 now lock him in a room. Selvien asks Cassidy that why didn't you support me? She says that if I had supported you, the captain would never have let you go. Baines says that we should kill him, but Selvien was stopping everyone from doing so. Selvien goes to meet the captain and asks him that when it was decided between us that 2 of us would stay here and 2 would go back, then why did you change your mind? He says that this ship had come to take us 3 months ago, but someone changed the route of the radar. There is a traitor among us who wants to stay here and take over everything and destroy our Earth by dropping a bomb on it. Selvien says that if you knew everything, why didn't you tell me before? After saying this, he again locks him up and leaves, because he did not believe the words of the captain. After which Selvien now spends the whole day trying to get help from the base, but there was no use. Here Cassidy also shows him a picture of her childhood, and tells him that when the world was not sinking, I came to the sea with my family, but the enemies killed all my family, and I'm left alone. Hearing this, Selvien is very sad. At night, when Cassidy was doing her duty, Baines comes to her, who was drunk. He was trying to misbehave with her. Cassidy frees herself and goes to Selvien. Later they find out that Baines had actually come to Cassidy to get the key to activate the bomb. Baines sends a message to the base from the radio that the work they had come to do has been completed, so they should be called back. Selvien and Cassidy quickly head toward the control room. Selvien says, "Stop, Baines. You can't activate the bomb like this, and you can't take any innocent's life like this." Hearing this, Baines stopped. He starts crying because he could not see any way to go back. After which they sees the captain, whose room's window was open, looking at him. It seems that maybe he jumped into the sea and gave his life. After a few days, they see some rubble in the middle of the sea, which Cassidy and Selvien go to take from there, so that they can go there and get some stuff of their needs. When they were catching fish here, the captain's dead body came in Selvien's net, which had a bruise on his head. Looking at him, it seemed as if someone had killed him and thrown him into the sea. Now, when they come back, Selvien was suspicious of Baines. So when Cassidy was about to go to the sea with Baines again, he gives a gun to Cassidy so that she can take care of her. After they leaves, he goes to the control room and starts checking all the files, from which he learns from Baines' file that he was mentally ill, but he was a good engineer. so he was kept here on the work. Sylvian was seeing all the captain's words as true. There we see Cassidy and Baines, who were both looking at each other. And here we come to know that Cassidy was the spy, who came 3 months ago and shot people in the ship. She also kills Baines. And crying, she came to Sylvian. Only 2 of them were left. Now the next day, he goes to Cassidy and tells her to activate the bomb, saying that there is an enemy between them. Cassidy understood this, that Sylvian has come to know the truth of her, on which she says that yes, I have done all this, but to save the lives of our people. We wanted to take over this post. Sylvian now does not listen to her and activates the bomb. Then it comes on the computer screen that you cannot activate this bomb. Actually, Baines changed the system of this computer because he did not want anyone to take over this post and destroy the other world. At the end of the story, we are shown a deal between Sylvian and Cassidy. Both of them will stay here and protect this post, and no one will harm anyone's world. And with this movie story ends here.